Welcome back to Stamping at the Warren, and my name is Kim Tolton, and today what happened was I bought my Project Life cards pack. This one is the all year long, so it's for all 4 seasons, and I was doing a Project Life class and I was left with quite a few cards in my pack, as you can see, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, time is so short at the moment, and I really need to get some more thank you cards made, and need to do it quickly and in a hurry. So I thought, why not just use some of the cards in the Project Life card collection and make some actual cards, some thank you cards. So that's what I've done. I'm going to show you these here and then we're going to make one. So the colour scheme I went with, and it works then with the whole collection. So it's mint macaron, water and mint macaron, cucumber crush, Tip Top Taupe, Hello Honey, sorry, it's not Hello Honey anymore, Delightful Dijon, and then it's Tip Top Taupe. So there's 5 colours, and then I added black in as well because there's quite a lot of black in these cards, and that is it. So I've used one pack of, well, you can see I haven't quite finished a pack of cardstock, so that's just one of the cardstock assortment pack. So it's a 2015 to 17 in colour collection, a cardstock assortment pack. Oh my goodness, my numb tongue is making it very difficult to talk. I'll write it down for you on the blog, so don't worry. And so that's kind of the colour scheme that I went with, and it covers everything that you need. Added into that, I brought in a few accessories. So I have the black thread, I've got some stitched black ribbon, I've got the burlap, did I call it burlap ribbon? Yeah, burlap ribbon, new. It's a thinner one, so it's a lot easier to work with. And then I used some basic pearls there, and that is pretty much it. So I'll show you some of these cards. So here it's Delightful Dijon with black and white, and the stamp set that I'm using today is Thankful Thoughts. There's a real assortment of sizes and thank you greetings in there. As a demonstrator, you need a great deal of thank you cards because you're sending them out to customers quite regularly. So there's that one, then there's this one, and you can see some of these would convert very well into sympathy cards. This one will make a great Christmas card. This one I just love because it's fun and it reminds me of the Punch and Judy show when I was a kid. So there's that one. You see it's got the black thread on there. This is going with the mint macaron, Tip Top Taupe sort of colourway, and then we've got another one here. Would also do really well with a Christmas greeting on there. I've just added some linen thread and basic pearl. And then on this one there was script going across the middle, and I didn't want to use a sentiment on there, so all I did was I stamped the sentiment onto a piece of cardstock, cut it out to size, did banner ends, and put it on with Stampin' dimensionals to pop it up, and it covers up the sentiment that was there. Sometimes you have to think outside the box. This is another one. I love this paper. It reminds me of the paper in the Celebration pack that we had as freebies earlier in the year. And I just loved this sentiment as it was another perfect day. And I think that that's beautiful. And I used the burlap ribbon here, and in this one a lovely autumnal card, and I've actually embellished that with some of the new enamel shapes, and this is actually Regal's collection here, and again some more linen thread. You'll tell I'm quite a vintage girl at heart. This is very similar to the card that we're going to make very quickly, but different. And again, I love the sentiment, and this card here is what we're using. We're just using slightly different card for the rest of it. So there you see that beautiful, there's a, what does that say? There's a calm in the air. Love it. Here I've used one of the new doilies here, vintage doily I think it's called. Some nice big bold pearls, and it just says life is good, what more do you want? And then I've got some crumb cake stitched ribbon in here as well. This one I punched out the sentiment using the 2.5 inch punch to give me an aperture, stamped the bottom of the cardstock, and there you've got a slightly different card. And here, this background, because I had playful backgrounds, isn't it? I had it out for another card done in class, and I thought, that would make a great background on that cardstock, so that's what I've done. And again, doily down here and some black thread, and you'll see it's the common theme that goes through. Another one that I love, You and Me, love it. It could just be you've had a day, and you know you've had a lovely evening, and you just want to write to somebody and just say thank you for such a lovely evening. And I've put some of the little heart enamel dots in there from the Brights collection. And then this is similar to the one I did right at the start with the lovely autumnal leaves in there. And I've used burlap ribbon and one of the classic buttons, and again some linen thread in there. And I think that that looks really super. I haven't actually got round to putting the sentiment on that one yet, but I will do. So, to just very quickly make a little card, I have got a card base here which is using delightful Dijon cardstock, and this measures 30, well it's about 1 millimetre short of 30 centimetres or 12 inches. So it's 10.5 wide by 30 long, and you score actually at 14.9 because it isn't quite 30 centimetres, but by the time you've folded it, use your bone folder to burnish, and you've got a beautiful card base. And then all we're using, I'm going to use this lovely wood grain. This is one of the smaller cards in the pack. This is an offcut from another card, and because it measures the right length, I'm going to use it in the card because I don't like waste. And then here's that sentiment again. And this is just a really quick and simple 1-layer card, no frills. I'm winging it, so you know, there you are. Right, so all you need to do is get this piece down on here first of all. So Tombow for that, I think, is the best thing. And that is the right width already. Pop it down, give it a couple of seconds to dry. And then this is going to go on here, And this I'm going to pop on the bottom, so I'm just going to pop a strip of tear and tape along here. And I just want a hint of this to follow, to show through. So you just get an extra little element underneath the card. So just, you don't want it all the width of there, you just want a little bit to be coming through. Like that. You've just got a little edge there. And then some Stampin' Dimensional on the back there. So if you're a complete novice to card making, this is a brilliant way to get into it, because you can just cut and stick. Most of the cards have got a saying on or a sentiment on. So go ahead and use it, you know. And you'll be producing beautiful cards and no effort in there whatsoever. None at all. And I'm just going to finish it with a piece of, I think we're going to go with linen thread again. So what I do is I wrap it around 3 fingers about 4 or 5 times. Snip it off and give myself a reasonable length end. Make an oval shape and twist. So hopefully you're getting that. Wrap the longer end around the centre of your little bow several times. Hold on to the centre piece so it doesn't all unravel. Feed through and tie a knot. Do not tie too tightly, otherwise the whole thing will come unravelled. And then you can just, and there you have a really funky little bow. How quick was that? Glue dot is all that's needed to get this on. Pop it on your card front. And there is your card. How long did that take? Because you're timing me. Not long. And there was no cutting, no stamping. So if you are a complete beginner, or perhaps you are looking at giving something to a teenager to be trying, or anybody to start trying out card making, what a better way to get into it, get your confidence and grow from there. If you need any help, please give me a shout. There's some fantastic Project Life card packs, including baby girl, baby boy. Yeah, there's some really beautiful ones on there, so do take a look on my website. And all of my contact details are in the show more section under today's video. And anything else? Yeah. If you want to start putting pictures up on Pinterest, you can do so just by following my community Pinterest board. And so long as I can see that you obviously have an interest in papercraft, then I'll send you an invite, and you can decide if you want to join, and then you can decide if you want to start pinning. And it doesn't have to be your work, it can just be work that you admire, that you see on the internet, you know, it really doesn't matter. And what was the other thing I was going to say? And there will be a blog post. Obviously there's not much of a tutorial, but I will do a blog post, and I will put up quite a variety of pictures for you to be looking at, to give you some ideas of what you can do with these Project Life cards by turning them into actual cards. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you again. Don't forget to click on the eye icon at the top right of the video screen, and that will take you straight through to today's blog post. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Ta-ta for now.